You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Jen Lask. Maggie is off today. We have an update on a case involving tampered Halloween candy out of Mahomet. It's new at noon. Mahomet police say the investigation is now complete. They say there is no continuing threat or danger to other students. This comes after a student found a needle in a piece of candy at Lincoln Trail Elementary School. They say they figured out the source of the needle and it was not from trick-or-treating. The school district is following up with those involved. One person is dead after a crash yesterday afternoon. It happened at the corner of Route 130 and County Road 1900 North. That's about 10 miles north of Charleston. Investigators say the driver was going north when his truck left the road. Witnesses said it flipped over several times. The driver, a 25-year-old from Rardon, was ejected. He won't be named until his family is contacted. State police are investigating a deadly crash. It happened on Route 267 south of Gun Club Road in Macoupin County Sunday morning. Police say a car crossed the center line and hit another car head-on. The driver of the car that was hit, 35-year-old Rebecca Drost, died. 29-year-old Jarrell Walker was taken to the hospital. Police are looking for a driver who left the scene of a crash over the weekend. It happened at an intersection right off of Route 45 in Ludlow. Carlos Black says a speeding truck blew a stop sign and hit his car. It caused him to spin out. His airbags deployed and he could only hear the sound of the truck racing away. You can still see skid marks and debris all over the road. Black says he wasn't seriously hurt, but what was most disturbing to him is the disregard for human life.
I would like to see the person face the charges of leaving the scene and leaving someone that they didn't even know if they were alive or not get their justice.
We say based off of the paint left on Black's car, the truck is likely black and should have heavy damage along the passenger side. Contact them if you see a truck matching that description. Danville police are investigating a shooting that happened in the middle of the day on Sunday. Police responded to the area near Sheridan and Center Streets for shots fired, and they found 17-year-old from Champaign with a broken leg. He told police he heard gunshots and started running away. That's when he broke his leg. While they were investigating, police were told a 31-year-old who had been shot was at the hospital. He told police he was walking when two men started yelling at him. He was then shot in the shoulder, and Danville police are still investigating. Springfield police are investigating a shooting as well. Police say on Sunday night they responded to a call for shots fired in the area of 13th Street and Melrose. At the same time, a 23-year-old man was dropped off at the hospital with a gunshot wound to his head. No one has been arrested. This is a follow-up. This year, there has been a record number of crashes involving violations of Scott's Law in Illinois, and 2 more state troopers were hit over the weekend. We've told you about the increased patrols, deadly crashes, and campaigns related to the Move Over law. 2 troopers were hit by a drunk driver while they were on a traffic stop near Chicago over the weekend. 26 state troopers have been hit as a result of violations of Scott's Law. 2 troopers have been killed as a result of that. State police say it's now time to try something different.
That person that's stranded up there out of fuel could be your sibling. It could be your mom. It could be your dad that has a flat tire. And maybe make it more of a human element and put that on people. And maybe they'll start to change their thoughts on that.
Last year, state police wrote 728 tickets for a violation of Scott's Law. So far this year, they've written 5,860. A Decatur man pleaded not guilty to threatening to shoot employees at a Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant. Our partners at the Herald and Review report prosecutors say Rico Blaylock Jr. threatened to shoot and kill people after a dispute at work in August. He's now pleading not guilty to charges of terrorism, making false threats, and having a gun as a felon. He's expected back in court in December. We have an update on a teacher contract negotiation in Springfield. The Springfield Educators Association rejected the district's latest contract offer. The offer included a pay raise over the next 2 years and increased mental health services. The district will hold a special board meeting tonight to discuss the outcome of the vote. The Decatur School District says it finished reinstating teaching assistants benefits on Sunday, but the union says now it needs to be processed by Blue Cross. TAs picketed for 3 days last week and then went back to work on Friday without a new contract deal. The union board and school board have been negotiating since April. The union filed 2 unfair labor practice charges against the district because of insurance cancellations, interference with a union election, and the Board of Education's, quote, abject failure to bargain in good faith. TAs plan to rally today before walking into the Board of Education's meeting. The school district declined to comment on the new charges. Decatur City Council members talked at length last night about priorities for the upcoming budget. Council needs to pass a budget by next month. A study session was held to hammer out the details of how to spend $70 million in the general fund. Rising public safety pension costs prompted some proposed changes to public safety. That's paid for by property taxes. That won't be raised, but other ways to pay for it were created. The budget proposes a reduction in positions and calls for 7 fewer police officers and 2 fewer firefighters than last year. The largest undertaking includes doubling the budget for neighborhood revitalization of more than $6.5 million. Also at last night's meeting, the City Council approved the site of a new fire station. The city has upgraded 4 of its 7 stations, and the city's fire station architect suggested the other 3 be replaced. The station on Mound Road is almost complete. City Council voted to buy the land where the old Kroger gas pumps were near Fairview and Green Street. Council says this will provide the best access to neighborhoods on the west side of the city. The State Department of Agriculture has approved 2 new cultivation centers for growing marijuana. In anticipation of it becoming legal on January 1st of next year, one will be in Anna, the other in Rock Island. That brings the total to 9 cultivation centers in the state. A couple of those are in central Illinois. Cresco Labs is located in Lincoln, and PharmaCann is in Dwight. Just a few days ago, a puppy was found trapped in a cage floating in a lake in Champaign until one man saved her. Almost 4 million people saw the pictures we posted on our Facebook page. And now the U of I Veterinary Medicine Hospital has been caring for the dog that was abandoned. They've named her Poppy. After days of care, they say she's doing well enough to leave their facility. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has the story.
This started as a fishing trip for Bryant Fritz.
So then I saw something that was really strange in the water.
So he stepped up to get a closer look.
I could tell that it was a dog from when I was standing up here. I started taking off my jacket and my sweatshirt because I could tell, you know, the water is extremely cold, and I knew that the animal wasn't going to survive very long.
But she did. Fritz pulled her to the surface and took her out to U of I Vet Med for care.
She looked depressed and shivering a lot, and she looked that she was in a lot of pain.
She does have some skin lesions, and so she has some pretty significant wounds down her sides and on her legs and her paws. And so then the next step was to take care of those. So getting her bath, cleaning off. She was pretty urine stained.
Doctors say her temperature was so low it would not even register on their devices. U of I Vet Med has their own speculations about how she was being treated.
I think that she probably had not been taken care of well before she was in the lake. So I think she definitely has some signs of neglect prior to her time in the lake.
But with days of care, she's doing better. Doctors say had the puppy been left in the water a few hours more, she could have died. But Fritz says he's no hero.
I really honestly, truly believe that anybody in my situation would have done the exact same thing.
So glad Poppy is doing okay.
Oh, I know. I just couldn't believe that story, and just the amount of, you know, support for him to do that was just amazing with the community. So, but yeah, like you said, anybody could have done it. He just happened to be there.
And the water was so cold. Which
yeah. And that's been a problem, too, because we've had, you know, Halloween was a very, very cold day. We had temperatures that were stuck in the 20s most of the day. So, yeah, water temperatures across the area, there's no ice, but it is cold. And so it's going to be a cold week, unfortunately, for us here. Over the next 7 days, we'll show that here momentarily, though. First off, though, it's nice to see that we have some sun outside on our weather window from Mattoon on our Roofing Dog iNet. But it'll be a little bit nicer tomorrow in terms of temperature-wise, 56 degrees. But coming up, though, we are talking about a rain-snow mix, some cooler days, and more sunshine ahead.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Bard Optical.
We've been in business long enough to know that when you're harmed, the last thing big insurance wants to do, or the last thing they care to do, is to fully compensate you. In other words, big insurance has the deck stacked against you, and they have for decades. Their job is to preserve their bottom line. If there's big insurance involved, then we'll represent you to get the fairest and fullest compensation you deserve. We get your worth.
At Lands, our goal is to always bring you the best in service, support, and products. That's why we carry Train. If you're thinking about a new HVAC system for your home, we can help with up to $1,000 in instant rebates or special financing on qualifying Train systems. It's hard to stop a Train, but it's impossible to stop our commitment to bring you the best. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
Trust can be a hard thing to earn, but oftentimes it's built with those who have been there from the start. Like Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, the health care coverage that's been there since the beginning of the marketplace. Enroll in a plan today by calling 1-800-357-4000 or visit getbcbsil.com. You may qualify for financial assistance. With health plans that fit a variety of needs and budgets, you can find an option you feel comfortable with. Carry the card that's been there for over 80 years. Don't wait. The open enrollment period is here and ends December 15th. Call 1-800-357-4000. That's 1-800-357-4000. Enjoy the comfort that comes with trusted coverage. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, through it all.
How do you earn the highest owner loyalty of any SUV brand? You offer SUVs like EcoSport, with intelligent four-wheel drive capability for whatever, like when the weatherman's not right. Ways to get you around traffic. Smart. And EcoSport is open to any activity with its flexible 60/40 fold flat seats. SUVs perfect for life's adventures. Now get EcoSport for about $19,131. That's $5,114 in total savings.
Trust the most accurate and consistent forecast in Central Illinois. For the 7th year in a row, WCIA 3 meteorologist Kevin Lighty, Alan Claybon, Jack Gerfen, and Amelia Henderson, certified by WeatherRate as the most accurate. Trust WCIA 3. Now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gerfen.
You won't need it today, but we are continuing with our Out of the Rain sweepstakes, where your name is entered in for one of these shed rain umbrellas if you enter in our code word onto the WCIA3 weather app or onto WCIA.com. And today's code word is microburst. So go ahead and enter that in on our website or the app, and your name gets entered in for you to win one of those umbrellas. It's a nice looking day outside, though, on our Adams Memorial weather camera overlooking campus. On our roofing dog on it, you've got a lot of blue skies out there, just a couple of clouds here and there. It's a nice day. We've got a very quiet satellite picture as well, and Storm Tracker Doppler is quiet too. We shouldn't see much activity out of it until maybe tonight. There could be a little passing line of showers, possibly even mixing with a few flurries for our far northern counties, but as you can see off to the west, there's not a lot of activity. But what you can see, though, you can see if you almost kind of connect the clouds there, how it makes that arc shape there. That's the cold front that's passed us by, and that's the reason why we are sunny today, because high pressure is over us, but it's also cooler today as a result. So even though we got the sunshine, our temperatures right now are cooler than where they were at this point yesterday. So a lot of us will be stuck kind of where they are right now for the rest of the afternoon. 46 degrees in Champaign, 47 in Mattoon. We did get to 51 in Paris and 48 in Taylorville, the capital, and Jacksonville. But compared to 24 hours ago, you'll see that these are about 5 to almost 10 degrees cooler right now than they were 24 hours ago. So just keep that in mind. The winds today also going to be picking up just a little bit more out of the northwest. So 40s, upper 40s today. We'll get into the middle 50s by Wednesday. But most of this week is going to be very cold. We've got temperatures that should normally be still for this week about 57, 58 degrees or so. We've got a high on Friday of 35, and then potentially into the start of next work week, high temperatures in the 20s. So this is going to be a cold week for us, even if it's not exactly overly active. Today, though, we should have temperatures rising into the upper 40s for our highs and then cooling back down pretty quickly into the 30s as we go into the overnight hours tonight. So 48 degrees for today, sunny skies, northwest winds at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. Good day to get your car washed today, or if you need to, you can get it done tomorrow as well. On Thursday, there will be a chance for a light rain-snow mix, and so I just hold off on that. And then it's pretty quiet after that, so go ahead and do that on Friday if you want to as well. But as you can see, though, with Future Track, we were talking about just a few clouds coming into the area overnight tonight, but the afternoon should be nice and clear. Here are those clouds, and like I said, there's a small chance that some of our northern counties could just get clipped by a passing glance of a light rain shower or maybe even a snow shower. That mainly would be for Livingston County late tonight. That'd be around or well after midnight tonight. But we expect, for most of us, though, to just kind of see a bit more cloud cover with lows at around 32. We then expect a chance of rain as well as snow on Thursday. The reason being is we've got kind of a cold front as well as this low that kind of merges together. All the moisture is going to be mainly south of us, and so it's going to be a pretty light chance that we'd see something out of that anyways. But just keep that in mind. We might be talking about that for our Thursday during the first half of the day. The rest of the forecast, though, is pretty quiet for us here, because you'll see on the 7-day, not many cloud icons here, just mainly sunny or partly cloudy the next couple days. Chance of that light rain snow mix on Thursday. The main thing, though, is that once we have that rain snow mix on Thursday, then our temperatures really don't warm up very much, and they don't get close to normal at all. We'll be looking at a high temperature of 35 on Friday. Then we're in the 40s for the weekend with a few light rain showers on Sunday, and then on Monday, 27 degrees. So, Jen, we've got at least a nice day today with the sunny skies out there today. We'll have temperatures that'll be back into the 50s tomorrow, but overall, though, this may not be an active week, but it's definitely a cold one below average.
Well, I'll take the 50s, and I will get my car washed today.
Good.
So thank you, Jack.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Students celebrated a teacher's return after nearly a year overseas. Todd Fatka surprised them on Halloween after 10 months in Afghanistan. The kids had their own plans for their beloved teacher. Tri Point Upper Elementary and Junior High in Piper City held a special ceremony for him.
I serve as a teacher to help the next generation get to where they need to be, so when they go out into the world, they're ready for it and hopefully can make some changes for the better. I serve the nation to help keep it safe.
Fatka plans to speak again in front of the school on Veterans Day. Well, it is 12:18 right now, and we'll be back with more after this.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by the McDonald Group Real Estate.
X49 wants you to win the Mel Robbins Show sweepstakes. Win a trip to New York City, including airfare, hotel, and VIP tickets to the show.
She's changing lives, and she could change yours, too.
The Mel Robbins Show sweepstakes. Enter to win today at WCIA.com.
He's more than just a companion. He's a friend.
I take her to doctor appointments, but we do so much more.
Without my senior companion, I wouldn't be able to get out of my house.
You can help make independence a reality. Join Senior Corps Senior Companions at seniorcorps.gov.
Have a car? A title? You could get up to $4,000 with Title Max. Go to TitleMax.com and enter your car year, make, and model. See how much you could get. Check out TitleMax.com for the most cash you need. Check out TitleMax.com and shop us for rates. Check out TitleMax.com. All credit types accepted. Find out why so many people say,
I got my title back with Title Max.
I got my title back with Title Max.
Get your title back with Title Max.
Save big money with everything you need for all of your projects. Now at Menards. Keep your tools organized with Masterforce products. This 8-piece steel cabinet system is easy to install and comes with a limited lifetime warranty. Yours for $1,699.92. This 19-drawer Masterforce mobile tool chest and cabinet combo can hold up to 110 pounds per drawer and includes a power strip with USB access. $1,059.98. Save on everything for your home now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Come to Pleasant Meadow Senior Living, where life is good. Let our best-of-class therapy department get you back on your feet and feeling your best. Featuring eStem technology, we can help you reduce or eliminate your pain medications. Outpatient therapy services are now available as well. In addition to our multiple levels of care, we can meet all your needs at Pleasant Meadow Senior Living.
Hi, I'm Kathy Lentz, the administrator of Pleasant Meadows in beautiful Chrisman, Illinois.
And I'm Pam Barrett, Director of Community Relations. Call us today for your personal tour.
I've been watching Price is Right since I was a little kid.
Price is Right, I'm like freaking out. It's crazy. We're gonna win big!
Now, here it comes. On stage and in person, The Price is Right. Live. All the games, prizes, and excitement. And now, more winners than ever before. You could even win from your seat. The Price is Right. Live stage show. March 12th, the State Farm Center Theater. Reserve seats on sale now at statefarmcenter.com.
I am a Senior Corps RSVP volunteer.
I build teams
and friendships
and families.
I build lives and communities.
And myself.
Join Senior Corps RSVP.
Lead by experience.
At seniorcorps.gov.
Being the local kid genius Sheldon Cooper isn't easy.
You're just begging to get beat up. I'm more concerned about the biggest bully of all, the sun.
But being his twin, slam dunk.
My daughter's here to try out. I'm not going to put a girl on the team. Not even going to give her a chance.
You want to be on that team? Get your glove, let's go. Missy, do good baseball.
A new young Sheldon, Thursday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Live from your local news leader, Maggie Hockenberry, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Jack Gerfen. You're watching WCIA 3 News at noon.
The Sydney Fire Department has new equipment. They bought a reciprocating saw, and they raised the money from what they earned working the car show at Fun Days. The equipment will help them break glass or windshields to remove someone who was trapped in a car. They are thanking the community for their support. Construction starts today on a new helipad for Sarah Bush Lincoln in Mattoon. It will be about 75 feet from the ER. The health center currently has a helipad on campus and one across the street at the airport. They'll be getting rid of the airport location so they can cut down on transport times. Well, it is 12:22 right now, excuse me. We'll have a look at the weather coming up.
WCIA 3 presents Veterans Voices, honoring those who served. As a female and veteran-owned business, Sweet Beans in Hampton, Virginia is something of an anomaly. The owners believe that stereotype is changing, using their training, their story, and their voices to inspire female veterans and beyond. Veterans Voices, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
My husband needed hearing aids, and he chose Beltone. So I thought, well, I'll give them a try, and I love them. Beltone ranks very high in service. They clean your hearing aids, and it's a monthly service, and anytime anything shows up, they take care of it. I don't think it could be any better. I'm very happy with Beltone.
Beltone, helping the world hear better. Let us focus on the importance of this day when Americans honor and celebrate veterans for their patriotism, passion, and selflessness in service. Operation Honor Guard, with support from Lands Heating and Cooling, supports all veterans past and active duty for their sacrifice.
For many of us, workwear isn't just what we wear. It's an important tool to help us get the job done. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer top quality workwear brands at prices that work for you. Like men's Dickies full zip hooded sweatshirts, half off, just $19.99. Save $5 on select men's Dickies carpenter or cargo pants. And get $100 off men's Keen Utility Oakland steel toe boots, $74.99. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Whether it's your first home or your forever home, the Drollinger team with RE/MAX Realty Associates is ready to assist with all of your real estate needs. When you choose Tim Drollinger or Jake Patterson, you're getting someone who cares and will be with you every step of the process, from for sale to sold. Contact the Drollinger team today.
Too many workers didn't have a way to save for retirement through their jobs. That's why AARP fought for Illinois Secure Choice. Now more Illinoisans can put aside money to secure their financial futures. Learn more at WCIA.com.
Sponsored by AARP Illinois.
Hi, this
this is Gary Knight from Carmack Car Capital in Danville. Now's the time to get a great deal on every new 2019 Honda and Hyundai. The all-new 2020s are rolling in, so we're clearing out all the 19s. Save thousands with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months on select models, and we'll pay you top dollar for your trade. Our selection is huge, so hurry into Carmack Car Capital in Danville or go to CarmackCars.com to view all of our new and pre-owned vehicles in stock.
With a membership plan at All Smiles Family Dentistry, going to the dentist can still be affordable even without insurance. Adults can get 2 routine cleanings per year, x-rays, discounts, and more for as low as $35 a month. Learn more at allsmilescu.com.
Today at 4 on CI Living, a sneak peek at the adventures of Little Sharp Ears, coming to the Lyric Theater later on this month.
And we're heading to the CI kitchen where Chef Ryan Rogers is whipping up a fall-themed drink and dessert. That's all today on CI Living.
People are winning with the Viewers Club. Over the past months, we've awarded over $26,000 in prize money. Your chance to win is every weeknight on WCIA 3 News at 5. Sign up today to receive your Viewers Club card at viewersclub.net. WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Rudy Wealth Management.
A lot of sunshine today. It won't be the warmest day, though. We'll have temperatures in the 40s, but we'll see more cloud cover coming in tonight, a low of 32. Then for our day on Wednesday, partly cloudy and warmer, a high of 56. Once we get to Thursday, though, there's a small chance of the area seeing a light rain-snow mix in the area. But more importantly, though, that'll usher in the cold air back into the area. We kind of bump things back up a little bit, though, by Saturday and Sunday with more 40s and some light rain showers on Sunday. And then we're back into some cold territory for Monday and Tuesday. In fact, really cold. Highs in the upper 20s. So enjoy the sun today while you can.
And get your car washed, right?
Get your car washed. Doing that like right now.
All right, go do that now.